Too many people are sleeping on this, but I'm here to tell you you can get rich in 2025 selling digital products. Now, I know you might hear that and probably click away like most people might, but if you are one of the few that's actually paying attention to this, if you're even remotely interested, I need you to really, really, really pay attention because if you've been struggling, if you've been looking for a way to get ahead, not knowing how that's going to happen, the whole paycheck to paycheck thing, like many of us have experienced before. If you want something that could make a difference, like a real difference, check out the first link in the description below this video. I'm telling you, digital products, right? Selling digital products using digital marketing to sell them is where the money is lying in plain sight right now. You have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have things that you know that other people would like to know as well. You can sell that knowledge, okay? Info products. You can become an infopreneur, as they call them. Pretty much start creating content, become a content creator, because that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's going to boil down to, right? If you're not going to be paying for marketing, right, you're going to have to do it organically, and that's where content marketing comes into place, right? Becoming a content creator. And if you do this well enough over time, I mean, if you gather enough of a following, you can make money in several different ways other than besides just selling digital products, right? You can make money from selling the digital products. You can make money from the platforms on which you are posting your videos because some of them will pay you, right? Will pay you to create videos just like YouTube does with the YouTube Partner Program, right? You can make money from sponsorships, right? Like brands reaching out to you, right? What they call user generated content. Brands reaching out to you, wanting you to promote whatever it is that they have, and they'll just pay you up front, right? Like a flat fee to post the video. Whether the video does well or not, that's money that's for you, right? And what they're paying for is essentially eyeballs, right? If you've had enough of a following. So this is, I mean, I don't know how else to tell you, but this is really something you really need to pay attention to because it's there for the taking for anybody to get started with, right? It's not one of those things that requires like a specific like a certificate or something or a license per se. It's something that anybody that's remotely interested can get started with, right? You just get into learning, right? Learning the skills that you need that will help you to succeed. And if you want to learn those skills, like I said, check out that first link in the description below. It is the simplest way to get started on the right foot, especially, right? Because it's one thing to go through training and follow, you can go through the rabbit hole of YouTube University, right? Trying to learn stuff for free, which is fine. But if you're a beginner and you don't really know what's what, how do you go about determining what is good information and what is not good information? All right. I mean, of course, if stuff is really bad, you can tell, and on the flip side, if stuff is really good, you can also tell, right? But you are better off going through training put together by somebody that has done this, right? Has made a career out of this, multi-year career out of this, right? And learn from the best, okay? Learn from people that have been doing that do this stuff in their sleep, okay? And that's what I'm sharing with you. That's going to be that first link in the description below this video. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. The barrier to entry is so low. I've seen it time and again, right? I've seen beginners. I've seen people who started with zero experience and knowing nothing about this industry, right? They got into digital marketing specifically to sell digital products. And I have literally seen people under the span of a year go from zero to four figures, zero to five figures, zero to six figures, and yes, even zero to seven figures. Now, am I saying that you're going to hit seven figures? I'm not saying that at all. I'm not suggesting that at all, but I'm letting you know it is possible, okay? It's just knowing that it's possible is enough to make you push towards that, right? It's just, and at the end of the day, how much any individual makes, it comes down to your individual willpower, your individual desire to work hard, your individual desire to hustle. That's what it's going to come down to. Okay. Yes, there are a lot of people posting and talking about how you can do this stuff for just, make money just working 2 to 3 hours a day. Well, yeah, it might be that very well might be the case, right? But if you're just starting out, don't count on that. Okay, if you're just starting out, you want to be you got to be the person that's putting in as many hours as you possibly can, all your free time. The sooner, and the reason to do that is because you want to get ahead as quickly as possible, right? Now, eventually, you're going to get to the point where you've done this so much for so long, and it's starting to become like second nature, whereby you can just, you do it so quickly, and you're on a roll where you can get to a point where you're just doing 2 to 3 hours a day, right? Um, but you basically get what you put out. You get out of this stuff what you put in, okay? And the more stuff you put out there, of course, the more of an opportunity you have for your for one of your pieces of content to gain some traction, possibly go viral, whatever. I mean, those type of videos are the ones that are just going to propel your business like crazy. Okay. So, but whatever the case may be, if you have even remotely just considered or thought about doing any kind of like social media content, whether it's jumping on YouTube or starting an Instagram account or TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, you can do, if you have even remotely thought about that, selling digital products is going to be the icing on the cake that is really, 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 and I can't stress this enough, really going to be the difference maker for you. Okay. So, that's going to be my focus in 2025. Okay. So that's pretty much where most of my content on my channel is going to be heavily geared towards, right? Because this is something that's crazy. It's really good. And I need to get them, I feel the need to get the message out there as much as possible so that a lot of people can benefit from this. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there, but like it's not a joke, okay? It's not a joke. I've seen countless people go from zero to all the numbers that I mentioned earlier, right? Zero to all the way to seven figures, right? I've seen it, literally. And that is one of the things that pushed me specifically to learn and go with the particular training that you'll have access to in the first link in the description below. That particular training is responsible for literally millions of dollars, millions of sales made online. Okay. So anyway, go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I will be sure to answer, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.